Good evening. The September 12th, 2018 meeting of the Long Branch City Council will now come to order. Roll call.
Mr. Dangler?
Here.
Mr. Vieira?
Here.
Dr. Vogt?
Here.
Dr. Selly?
Here.
Mrs. Wittes?
Here.
I hereby certify that this meeting has been published in the newspaper in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act and posted as required by law.
Thank you. Will everyone please stand for the flag salute? Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. At this time, we have some presentations. Mayor Lowe?
No, that's at 7:30.
Oh, you did it at 7:30?
Correct.
Oh, okay, so I'm sorry. Okay,
Right.
great.
Yeah, we're on the
Reading off
workshop
the
session.
workshop. I don't have that here, okay. Okay, at this time, we'd like to invite the Environmental Commission to please come forward. Mr. Garlett, thank you.
Good evening. My name is Rick Garland. I'm a member of the Environmental Commission. Also have Michelle Rosario, our chair, behind me, and Richie Lee, who's a longtime member of the Environmental Commission as well. So today we wanted to talk about plastic bags. The state of New Jersey uses 4.4 billion plastic bags annually. These bags are significant. These bags are part of a significant amount of dangerous pollution that threatens the health of New Jersey families and especially impact coastal communities. The New Jersey State Assembly and State Senate proposed and passed legislation that would impose a 5-cent fee on single-use carry-out bags throughout the state. 1 cent would be retained by retailers and 4 cents would be directed to the State Department of Treasury. So the Long Branch Environmental Commission, in coordination with the Association of New Jersey Environmental Commissions, or ANJEC, drafted the attached municipal pledge regarding support for a comprehensive bag policy. I believe that you all have a pledge. The pledge details some of the negative impacts that single-use plastic bags have on our environment and especially our coastal community. So since the pledge was initially drafted, a couple of weeks ago, actually, Governor Murphy vetoed that 5-cent bill. There is now continued advocacy for a stronger and a smarter state legislation, as there were, I believe that there were plenty of areas that could have used improvement to have more environmental, to have a more positive environmental impact. So there's two reasons the Environmental Commission is here today. First, we would ask the council to consider passing a resolution supporting additional efforts by the state legislature and Governor Murphy on a comprehensive bag policy. That's the draft resolution that's in your packets. And this encourages continued action and also asks that any future action respect the right of municipalities to pass stricter ordinances than state law. So previous legislation had said that no municipality could pass anything stricter than what the state legislation was. So we would ask that this pledge say that we still have municipal control. Then in addition, we'd like to take this opportunity to express to the council our intent to pursue a municipal policy of a bag ban fee hybrid that would ban some bags and have a fee on others. We do this in coordination with community stakeholders, local businesses, and the administration. So this kind of hybrid policy, which would ban plastic bags and impose a fee on all other bags, is seen as the gold standard. So we would welcome your questions and comments on the proposed resolution and about moving forward with this action.
Rich, what is it? So the last thing you mentioned where there would be a ban on some bags and imposing a fee on others. Can you talk about that?
So it would be all single-use plastic bags would be banned, but then there would still be a small fee on some paper bag products, but with the ultimate goal of using reusable bags. So there's been several municipalities within Monmouth and Ocean County and throughout the state that have done this. So Monmouth Beach has the strictest ban in the state. They ban plastic bags, they ban straws, and they ban polystyrene, like styrofoam foam containers. Belmar has also banned plastic bags. Long Beach Township and Point Pleasant Beach down in Ocean County have banned bags, with some exceptions for things like bait, and there's some other exceptions. And then Jersey City has also banned plastic bags.
And what were the improvements? The governor vetoed the existing the proposal. What were the additional, do you have an idea what the additional improvements he was talking about then?
Yeah, so it was thought that, first off, the fact that there was a penny of the fee would be going to the retailer. It doesn't give the greatest incentive for the retailers to stop using plastic bags. And then there was, some additional, you can get into the details of what what's considered a single-use plastic bag, what's considered okay for a reusable bag. Again, I mean, the New Jersey Audubon Society, the Association of New Jersey Environmental Commissions, and the New Jersey League for Conservation Voters are all in favor more of a ban than a fee. But in the end, it was believed that the legislation was a little too kind to some corporate interests than the environmental interests. Mm-hmm. That's what I've heard from press releases.
Are there any other shore towns that are looking at this as well that you know of?
Yeah, so Belmar, they were a little different. They most of the places have also, they've passed an ordinance and then they've given a grace period. Mm-hmm. So Belmar has a year where they passed it this summer, and there's going to be a year-long period where they're going to do outreach and education before there's actually enforcement. So just from what our primary concerns would be the buy-in from residents and businesses. Would be how we're doing the education and the outreach, and then looking at what we could do for businesses to help promote them, and how, as a city, would this be something we enforce? Because one of the things I've heard too is, it doesn't make any sense if you're going to do this and not have some level of enforcement for businesses to not continue business as usual. So we would obviously want this to be something that is not a significant burden to the city, but could be something where we would move forward with this initiative. It's something that's in the last few months has seen many large cities that have throughout the nation that have taken this on. It's really gained a lot of momentum, I think, more than we've ever seen for something like this.
how would the enforcement happen? In terms of that's kind of tough.
Would be what we want to talk to you guys and to the employees of the city about what would be the best way to do that, and what would be practical, and what would make the most sense.
Yeah. And do you have just any initial thoughts on education, just in terms of how, increased education about the whole environmental issues?
Yeah, so we had started, we had one screening at the library of a documentary called Bag It.
That's right, yeah.
That really talks about plastics in general, but plastic bags specifically. And we are looking to continue those efforts for screenings and for additional efforts through electronic means, so through email and social media, but to also use, hopefully use promotion of businesses as sort of our environmental champions to make that something where there would be some outreach at the local level in local businesses and such as well.
Rick, have you talked to our stores around town? Because we have two major stores in town. We have the Stop and Shop and we have Fine Fare. And every time I see the plastic bags are very big because a lot of these people don't have cars in the local Fine Fare special area. And everybody carries their plastic bags. I was just wondering if you've talked to anyone about see what their feed is out of
We
it.
haven't at this point. We wanted to come to you guys and just sort of express our intention to look to put this together. That's something that I'm very cognizant of.
Yeah.
And you know, a town like Monmouth Beach is very different from
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
in terms of the number of grocery store type places, but just businesses in general. We would intend to speak with the Chamber of Commerce and also just speak with you know, businesses on the ground level and get their what they think would work best. We think this is an idea in terms of reducing plastic bags that everybody can get behind.
Yes.
But we also would not want it to be something that's just kind of placed down on businesses and have them feel like
Like we're going to hurt them, you know.
Yeah.
You know, we want to help the environment, but we want to do both.
we want it to happen and for people to be supportive of it, for it to really have a long lasting.
Thank you.
Can I interject something here too? Stop and Shop has taken it upon themselves to bring in the 10-cent bags that a place like Aldi would use. They don't really supply free plastic bags when you're there. I personally have, and I know Michelle and Rick do, as does Catherine, the multiple use bags that are made from plastic bottles. As a matter of fact, Whole Foods at one point had a bag that was designed that said, "I used to be a plastic bottle."
Okay.
And it was one really good way to help get rid of the waste from plastic bottles for single-use water. So Stop and Shop has already incorporated that.
Okay.
And that would benefit them more because they can charge 10 cents for that bag and you might use it 20 times. Whereas the t-shirt type bags, as I like to call them, those are used and sometimes people double and triple bag because they don't hold much weight.
Definitely.
You don't want your products to break on the way out of the store. So that would definitely cut back on it. And we also had talked about trying to get the schools involved. And if they can recycle bags, Trex, the company that made the material for the boardwalks, has a program that I've started to look into that if you get 500 pounds of plastic waste to them, they will take that and they'll make a bench out of it. And we can have benches on the boardwalk made from old plastic bags. And if we could get the schools involved, they could have a competition as to which school got the most benches. And I think that that would really teach the kids something. And the kids have taught us. I mean, they came to the Environmental Commission with a, refuse the straw, save a turtle. I mean, that's fifth graders.
I think they have already the paper straws, don't they? I think I heard some of they might have the paper straws going already.
Well, yeah, some of the restaurants and businesses do have paper straws, and the kids are going to start it up again now that school's back. So we're trying to help them, the Environmental Commission, and the group that I'm the executive director of. We printed a whole bunch of stuff for them, so hopefully we'll get that going too.
Great. Thank you.
I would just like to note also, we had set up with Kevin in the past that the city actually funded for 500 reusable grocery bags that the Environmental Commission does have, and every time we do a public awareness event, we do give these out, and they are 80% post-consumer plastic recycled, to also try to help spread awareness from the citizen level on up. So the city has already backed somewhat this education plan, and to take it the next step further and really put us on the map, I think would be great. When you consider Jersey City's already doing it, the state of California is already doing it, I definitely think Long Branch can do it too.
Thank you.
Probably would have seen at Latino Fest, almost everybody walking around in one of one of those reusable environmental commission bags.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
coming this
Hey,
evening.
Rick, while you're here 1 second, do you have any thoughts, have you done any studies, I mean, the commission on the, I noticed some of the neighboring towns are banning the balloon release thing. Any information on that?
That'd be a great start.
We haven't studied it, but the other places that have studied balloons, they're incredibly damaging for wildlife. Everything from the strings entangling in birds' beaks, or cutting off their legs, or to the balloons themselves strangling birds, whales, you name it. They're not good for the environment.
It seemed like I think that's kind of would be a no-brainer
Right.
issue.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't see him.
Yeah. Okay. And we're going to move forward to review of the regular meeting agenda. Is there any questions regarding the?
No, I'm good.
meeting? Any questions regarding the regular?
No, I have no question.
No? Okay. Okay. At this time, I need a motion to adopt a resolution to go into executive session for the following items: personnel matter, board appointments, contract negotiations, fair discussion, and Long Branch Partners, Lower Broadway.
So moved.
Could-
Roll call?
Don't we have somebody on the agenda
Yeah, but I
for,
didn't see him here.
at 6:30?
Yeah, I know, but we're gonna, we have some time, so move forward. Maybe when he comes back, when we come back, we can invite him to come up.
Okay,
Okay? Okay.
sorry.
That's okay. Roll call?
Mr. Dangler?
Yes.
Mr. Viera?
Yes.
Dr. Vogt?
Yes.
Dr. Selly?
Yes.
Mrs. Wittes?
Yes. Thank you.
No, I had one. Yeah, I did.
I made a contribution.
She gave us some.